Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. Honorable Member for Ancillary Canneries. Excuse me. Honorable members, please be reminded that we have 10 minutes to make our presentations. You will be notified when you have 2 minutes remaining. Thank you. Honorable Member for Ancillary Canneries.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I'm sure with the mathematics lesson that we got from the Prime Minister today, we can have a clear indication as to why the student dropouts at South continue. And I fear that it may continue also with the St. Louis University. Madam Speaker, as a global shaper and a developing country young leader, I understand the power and the consequences of democracy in speaking against the government. Madam Speaker, HIV and AIDS is going wild. Education no longer feeling needed by many. And underemployment increasing. Unhealthy lifestyles is taking its toll in our societies. Poverty efforts continue to struggle to kick off the ground due to lack of funding. Juvenile delinquency is uncured. Teenage and unwanted pregnancies increasing, and abortion, Madam Speaker, becomes its best friend. I'm sure we've heard about Soufrière, where the unborn was found in the street gutters, Madam Speaker. These and many other pressing issues are what youth face today. Madam Speaker, how does having a university in Saint Lucia help solve any of these problems, Madam Speaker? If the government thinks that bringing a university or establishing a university here in Saint Lucia will aid in solving these problems, Madam Speaker, don't you suggest that there is a shortage of Viagra in the government's plans, Madam Speaker? Because I don't see this plan standing up easily, Madam Speaker. So Alpha Louis Community College adopted the Associate's Degree Program. And for those of you who don't know what it's supposed to do, it is the first stage after secondary school. It aims to give students a basic technical and academic knowledge and transferable skills that they can move on to employment or further studies. Madam Speaker, does Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, soon to be a university, meet such requirements? Madam Speaker, I have statements from students on a football scholarship in the USA who have associate's degrees from Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. And with your permission, Madam Speaker, I would like to keep their names anonymous because these athletes are young. They have a long career ahead of them, and using these statements here in this House, in this meaningful debate, might be held against their future, Madam Speaker. And so with your permission, I would like to carry on with these statements, and I will withdraw arising their sufferings in this meaningful debate, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I have from one student, enjoying sitting in a classroom now. I feel like I wasted 2 years at Zafa. Another student, this is the first time I completed a full week at school. I am so loving it. I literally studied an entire year to pass SATs, something similar to CXC. Madam Speaker, and a student from Canaries, I have finished the offer and no one will hire me. I have 25 applications out at the moment. Madam Speaker, basic technical academic knowledge and transferable skills. Madam Speaker, I am here today to speak on behalf of these and many others who influenced me to speak on this side of the House, because they are the suffragists and the suffragettes of our beautiful country, of the land and the people and the light. Madam Speaker, these people suggest not, and I too suggest not. And if the Prime Minister and the Minister for Youth Development think so, Madam Speaker, I'll be honored to send them a SMS spelling out LOL, Madam Speaker, and I'm sure that will go down well. Madam Speaker, sometimes I sit down and I wonder, did I attend the University of the Cicero Secondary School? Because today, Madam Speaker, after only accomplishing secondary school education, I am here today as accredited as an international trade specialist on vocational and professional qualification. Madam Speaker, Trinidad exports continues to thrive with many international trade specialists like myself who graduated along myself, doing training in the international trade development sector, while yet the government is looking to seek degree holders to find solutions to increase GDP. Madam Speaker, are all drugs legalized in Saint Lucia? The fundamental cure for poverty, and the Minister for Youth and Sports mentioned it, the fundamental cure for poverty is not money, but knowledge, said an outstanding economist, Sir Arthur Lewis, who transformed the Eastern Caribbean states' economies with everlasting impact. But yet still, we measure the success of an economy by GDP. Madam Speaker, our country will not grow without social progression. The principle of social progression demonstrates that the growth that we want to see as a country can only come about, by investment in our people. That 50 million required to manage and maintain a proper university could be pumped into social change agents like SSDF, who actually have a plan for social progression. Learning and educational institutes like OIEI and NSDC, who certify in vocational and training skills. And companies like Black Shield Security Surveillance, who are currently using the best drone technologies. Madam Speaker, true examples of giving young people and the people of Saint Lucia the necessary basic technical and academic knowledge and transferable skills. Madam Speaker, on the motion of Sir Arthur Lewis University, the university was named after one of two of our most excellent patriotic Saint Lucians, a Nobel Prize winner alongside other Nobel Prize winners like Mother Teresa and Albert Einstein, and our very own Derek Walcott, Madam Speaker. Sir Arthur Lewis, an economist, was a pivotal influence in our economic development. He wrote 8 glorious books which helped countries manage their economies. He was the first president of the Caribbean Development Bank. And I'm sure the Majesty, Your Majesty, the Queen, couldn't be more honored to have his image printed on the other side of the most valuable note of the Eastern Caribbean states' currency. Madam Speaker, you would expect that an educational institution named after such prestigious soil of this nation, of the Caribbean and the world, would have accreditation which would be highly accredited and recognized worldwide, or at least in the continents nearest to us. But Madam Speaker, is that the case? The battle, sir, is not to the strong alone. It is to the vigilant, to the active, to the brave. Words of the late Sir Arthur Lewis, clearly describing the strides of unity of our youth. Madam Speaker, democracy is a very wonderful and powerful thing.
Honorable Member, you have 2 minutes in which to conclude your presentation.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Democracy is a wonderful and powerful thing when able to express it without conviction. And I urge members on all sides of this House to use this safe space at the Youth Parliament sitting to debate key topics in the national interest of our country, and not of the government sitting on the opposite bench, but in the fairness of the people of the entire Saint Lucia who have been victims of the education system and who will be victims of the new plot that the government is bringing in the motion of renaming and changing Sir Arthur Lewis Community College to University. Madam Speaker, if the government wishes to move into the direction of a similar Sir Arthur Lewis University, I pity the name and the hard-earned merit of Sir Arthur Lewis. Madam Speaker, thank you. Other members of the House, thank you.